We got a Cateye behind us today and we need to do a brake job on it, so I'm gonna show y'all all my tips and tricks how I do it. It's not too bad to get done, but let's get in here and get these brakes fixed up.
Cateye Chevrolet, it sit right there because it's broken and we need to get it fixed. So we need to get down here, get these brakes off, get them swapped out. Give y'all some tips real quick. So we got it all apart in here. It's not looking too bad. We got the caliper up here. We got it strapped down, you know, so it can't fall. These straps work good for that. You're gonna wanna check these slide pins. They always get stuck. Clean the old grease off of them. If they get stuck, the caliper won't move in and out on these trucks. You got problems. Of course, you know, typical stuff. Get in here and you're gonna wanna check these rotors, make sure they're not too grooved. I mean, this is probably to the point you should replace it. You can do a trick. I've seen guys do it, you know, where you spin it, get a flap disc and try to clean them up. I mean, you know, if it's your truck and it looks like that, it's up to you, but technically you're supposed to replace it. Pad slap. So I guess y'all call it pad slap. I mean, you know, if it's your own truck, it'd be all right. If it's a customer's vehicle, no way. Of course you get new discs, but we'll be all right. I'm gonna get them cleaned up and then, you know, we'll get these new pads put on here. So when you get in here and do this, you're gonna wanna grease right there. This is a two-wheel drive. Grease right there. And then there's another one, grease it right there. So you wanna get the bracket nice and clean, and you're gonna have to get some new grease to put in here so those pins don't get stuck. Brake clean, get in here, get all that old gunked up grease out of there. That way the caliper moves freely. So here's the old pads. I mean, they're almost metal on metal. You know, on these trucks, these little squealers right here, they're supposed to make noise when they get low. I never had much luck with these. I mean, look, it's set right there. If it gets that low, I mean, it's just gonna be metal on metal. So yeah, they didn't help indicate at all that they were worn out. But these are from O'Reilly's. These were Wagner thermoquiets. They've been on there for a couple years. And I know I got new rotors when I did that. So now I want you to spin this rotor and listen for a grumble. If you hear a grumble, you know, this one's questionable, but that means the hub is bad under here. So if it's making noise, this hub, you got to swap it out. That's not that hard to do. But a trick I've done is I can take this ABS sensor out, squirt a little bit of grease in there. It'll buy you some time. You know, kind of a hack trick, but it'll quiet it down a little bit. You also want to look for movement up and down, side to side in that hub. If it's bad, you got to swap it out while you're doing the brakes, or else your tire will wear bad. All right, so there's the hole right there. You can see it's got grease in there. So the trick I'm talking about is you take a grease gun, and if you have a little needle fitting, it's better, but you can get in there, squirt you a little bit of grease in there, you know, and then move it around just to freshen it up, because this seems kind of dry. I mean, they say they're, you know, sealed from the factory, but I've had good luck squirting some fresh grease in there, and that's your wheel speed sensor right there. So, you know, it's just an O-ring. Grease ain't gonna hurt it none. Freshen it up a bit. And then spin it around. Not too much. You don't wanna blow out the seals or whatever. Spin it around, and I can already feel in here it's quieter. Just like that. And then you can come back, put your wheel speed sensor back in, get it all cleaned up, of course, some brake cleaner, but reinstall that wheel speed sensor, and it should quiet it down and help prolong the life of the hub. So, you know, this truck's got a lift on it, two-wheel drive. I normally jack it up right here, you know, put something down here for safety, and then I keep the jack up under it like that. I'm doing both sides in the front. This is an 06, so it's got the bigger discs up front. And then, you know, we got the drums in the rear, so I normally chalk it up. If it's an older truck, it's gonna have discs all the way around. And if it's like a 99 to 03, the discs in the back cause so many problems. They get stuck and then they don't work right. So they went to drums in the rear, discs in the front. It's less maintenance, but the all four-wheel disc setup is better in my mind. 06, 07, 05, I think. You got drums in the rear. So I'd recommend ceramic pads. I got these. They look cool, fancy. Look at that. So looks pretty good. You know, swap out the hardware while you're at it. Make sure everything's clean, and you're gonna wanna put a little bit of grease on the underside of here, right here, so that they can slide freely. So here's the grease I'll be using, just braking caliper grease, and we put that on these pins right here. Not too much now on those pins. A little bit in here, you know, check these boots, make sure they're not completely worn out. Might have to get new ones. And then these are the bolts that go in like this. I typically put red Loctite on here. I don't have the torque spec off the top of my head. I'll put it right here. It's gonna be in foot-pounds, get them torqued down. And you wanna make sure these threads are nice and clean before you attempt to reinstall everything. Another thing I want you to check is these boots around here. Make sure there's no leaks, no dripping in here. I've rebuilt these calipers before. It's not fun, but you take it off the truck, and sometimes these pistons get stuck, so they have seals behind them. You can rebuild them. You don't always have to buy a remanufactured one. I have rebuilt them before. These look good though. We're gonna get in there with some brake cleaner, get everything clean so we don't have dust on everything. And then there's a copper washer under here. You're gonna wanna check that. Make sure that that's not leaking, and it's not. So, lug nuts, 7/8 inch. This one back here is an 18 millimeter bolt. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll get these new pads on here. So what I like to do to compress them is I get a big old C-clamp and one of the old pads, turn it upside down, you know, so it doesn't have those little things to dig in to the pistons like that. Big old welding C-clamp normally gets them pressed in, no problems. You know, you got to get them pressed in all the way so they're flush and the new pads will go on without any troubles. All right, so I got everything torqued down. These bolts up top to the knuckle right here are 129 foot-pounds. These are like 74. So the one that goes to the steering knuckle is 129 foot-pounds. Check out this torque wrench I've been using, Thorstone. It's been doing a good job. It goes up to like 250 foot-pounds. It's been doing good. Y'all don't know about this one. I got this at a estate sale. Still need to put out the video on that, but this Thorson right here is nice, all made in USA. But that's beside the point. We got it done. We got the pads on there. Got the disc cleaned up a little bit. You know, should have gotten a new disc, but it wasn't that grooved. It's just dirty. I mean, that groove right there, I can't even catch that with my nail, and I can barely even catch those. So I say this job's done. We just need to go to the other side, you know, got everything greased up. Get this out of here before I try to drive down the road with that in there. Y'all know how that goes. I hope you don't. But this is done. That hub needs to be replaced. Should get us some time, and though I got plenty more projects that need to be done. Either way, brake job's done. There's my brake tips. One last tip, make sure if you took this thing off and spun it every which way, that this hose isn't all kinked up. You know, it flows real nice coming down like that. So when you turn and stuff, it's not pinched, it doesn't kink. So we gotta bleed them, you know, bleed. I'll do the other side, bleed that, come back here, bleed this, just a bleeder valve. Y'all know how to do that. But after that, this will be done. Should be good to go for a couple more years.
All right, so that's it for the video. We are done. That is a messy job if y'all have ever done brakes on one of these trucks. Man, I normally pressure wash them before you get in there, but you know. So, pad slap. Technically, I'd replace the disc and the pads together, but you know, if they're not that bad, they're not that grooved, you can clean them up sometimes and, you know, get a couple more years out of the discs without having to get them turned and whatnot. But those are your brake tips for these Cateye trucks, 06, 07, 1999 to 06. Y'all know the drill. So, I'll check you on the next video. Don't forget, drop me a huge thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more Chevy truck tip videos in the future. Later.